We've got transfers in, transfers out, staff in, tactical tweaks, and the opening game of Season 2. We're away it is at Alkmaar. Tricky start to what hopefully is going to be a better campaign. Let's get into it. Alright everybody, so welcome to Season 2 of the Eagles. If you haven't watched the review of Season 1, I recommend going watching that, especially if you've not watched any episodes up until now. Last episode, season review, just sets you up for today and what we're trying to achieve this season with the Eagles. Okay, so we're going to go straight into the ins. Alright, so we're going to do the staff ins. Now, as you can see, there is some guys on there that you'll have no idea. We have picked up a scout as we're trying to improve our scouting knowledge. I picked Matheus Senkinger because he was very good in France, Belgium, Spain, Ivory Coast, Senegal and England. We are starting to scout in Africa. We're picking up some nice little gems across there. If I had more money to play with, we would probably have 5 Nigerians in the team. However, we've absolutely maxed out on our money. It's a long-term plan. Ex-Manchester United scout, Marseille scout. Very, very good for us at the Eagles. My right-hand man, my assistant manager, was shocking, and luckily his contract, the general staff isn't great at Go Ahead Eagles, and we can't afford to lay people off, so I'm just letting them see out the contracts. I'm hoping by the end of Season 2, the majority will have gone, gives us the opportunity to really get in. And I know it's a bit of a cliche, Patrick Kluivert, he's Dutch, he's around, but he was literally by far the best. Now, I was thinking of getting him head of youth development, technical director, or director of football. However, I'm holding that position. Hopefully that we can get Mark Overmars back to the club. And we needed a coach, and he is an exceptional coach to go along with my attacking philosophy. Tiki-taka 4-3-3. We don't do 4-3-3, but fantastic attributes for us. And Dennis Bergkamp is in as my first team coach. Everyone will probably appoint him at some point. He's Dutch. He's a legend. Terrific attributes, easy decision to make. And then we've also made additions into the youth team setup. Marcel Smeltzer is in as our under-20s coach. Winston Bogard is in as our under-18s coach. This one's a good one now. Benjamin Hoffman, we did let go our youth of development as well. 18 working with youngsters, 15 player ability and 17 player potential. Previously at Mainz and under-19s coach and manager at Dortmund. So his first opportunity ahead of youth development. However, I think he's got the attributes to do it for us over the next 2 years. Okay, that is the staff. In terms of the budget, we did have a total of 1.09 million to spend, with a wage budget of 68. However, we've overspent, so we're spending 75k a week and an increase of about £10,000 a week. We'll have a little look after today's game. We'll have a look in the team league stats and see where that 75k adds up, see where it puts us for the season. We've spent £1 million-ish. I think we've probably spent more than that, actually. And, yeah, I'm actually really positively, nervously excited about how this team will look with a new formation. We are playing a 3-4-2-1 to start with. We have got the 3-1-2 that helped me lift the path to the playoffs championship PvP last week. We have got that as well in case we go to it. However, since we've done this little change in pre-season, it has worked really, really well. Right, let's go and see who we got rid of. So, players released that you'll probably be aware of. Gerard Nuba, who has gone to Grona Firth. He was a decent player, but he was on the other end of 30, so we decided to let him go. And Isaac Lidberg has also gone. He was released on a free as well, and he's, by the looks of it, headed back to Sweden. And then on the outs, we've made a total of 950k. Obviously, Techie has gone on a free. We got Stockers out. He was on over just short of $2 a week, so we got him out. 180k, and Edvardsen has gone for 775k. Decent mentals and physicals, but does not fit our technical profile of what we require. We've also got Burden, who's a Dutch player, who is kind of similar, good pace, good athleticism, but in terms of technicals isn't great. So we've decided to ship him on, got him off the wage bill, and got a little bit of cash at the same time. Now, we have spent £2.24 million. No loan needs as yet. I don't think that is going to change on the basis that we've got no wages. Everyone who's asked for wages, these Premier League clubs, even Ajax, Feyenoord, have all asked for massive fees in terms of like millions of pounds for loans, and we can't do that. We cannot do that. So we have picked up 2 players from Feyenoord. The first one is Gus Baz. Now we have played Some of it, we owe $445,000 for the next 3 seasons. So there's a lot of work still to be done in terms of paying that off, but it was meant that we could get the deal done. So we played a chunk up front, and then what we're looking at, I think by the looks of it, 450k, 450k, 450k is kind of what we've basically spent on him. 20 years old, 6'1", Dutch, all round. Look at his tremendous mentals. Physicals are okay. Stamina, strength, good. Pace, we can maybe look at improving on. I think we've already got that working. Heading 13, marking 13, tackling 12. I've got him in because he was young, he was Dutch. I wanted to bring in someone who potentially has a little bit of sell-on value. I think if he plays regularly for us over the next couple of seasons, we may have a little bit of sell-on value. He was on loan at Telstar last year in the Erste Divisie. Hasn't done well, but I'm hopeful for him. Look, we didn't have the biggest of options, and I thought, right, let's. I like the look of him. Potentially, can we even just double our money in a couple of years? And the other one in from Feyenoord, 300k, Belgium. He was on loan at Voldum last year. Once again, not great statistics, but as an advanced playmaker, I think will do the job. Or a Trequartista or an Enganche. Let's see where it takes us. Technique 15, passing 14, first touch 14, dribbling 14. Mentals are okay, physicals are okay. I would have liked his vision a little bit higher. Flair's decent, 14. There's a lot of things to like, and I said at 300k, I don't think it's a bad signing. Only 24 years old. Probably a little bit of sell-on value as there as well, even if he doesn't have the best of seasons for us. £3 a week. We have spent a little bit of bringing him in. He's one of the top earners, but I think potentially it's an upgrade on what we had. We were struggling again to get quality. We wanted real quality. Does he improve the starting 11? Yes. So I class that as a good signing. Here he is, the new number 9, Torles Null. 300k. We've bought him from like a team from nowhere in the German, probably the 5th, what they're like, the 5th, 6th tier or something. Kickers, by the looks of it. 25 years old, so not even to his prime yet. 6 foot, 14 first touch, 11 finishing, not great, but heading 14. Technique's okay. Tremendous mentals, work rate, determination, aggression. Going to be that pressing forward, lead that line. Pace, 11, not the best, but stamina, 13. Natural fitness is decent. And for 300k, I don't think you can get much better than that for 300k. Is it an upgrade on what we had? Yes, it is. He's better than Stockers. Okay, Johan Hove is an expensive signing in terms of wages, nearly £6,000 a week. It's a lot of money. However, he is on a free transfer from Stromsgodset. Ooh, sorry about that. Advanced playmaker or shadow striker, 4-star current ability, reasonable on his weaker foot, player traits as well, moves into channels, gets forward whenever, plays 1-2. So I really like the idea of him having a few given goals with the pressing forward in that shadow striker role. And he's got a few attributes that are 14. Now I class 15 as being that really elite player. 14 first touch, 14 passing, 13 technique, so he's not far off. 14 vision, 14 work rate, 14 off the ball, 15 stamina, a lot of 12s and 13s in there. Is he an upgrade on what we had? Yes, he is. And he fits into the starting lineup, I think, really well. And he's made a good start. 3 appearances, 1 assist, 4 goals in our pre-season. And the last one is Joost van Aken. He is 29 years old, so he's going to be 30 at the end of the season. We've got him on a 2-year deal. Really happy to have him in. Pace into grace, but 6'4". Marking, passing's okay on 11, so that will help. 13 tackling, 15 heading. He can do a backup job as a wing back as well, which is very important because we've lost Fontan. 6'4". He's going to be a really decent signing, and obviously left-footed is what we needed because we lost Fontan. So that is the signings. The starting 11 at the moment kind of looks a little bit like this. We're going to go with Deji on this right-hand side, who has been playing towards the end of pre-season. I think, you know, we had Martiello there last season. Is it Martiello? Mattiello there last season, and he just did okay. So we're going to give Dej a go, mainly as well because he's Dutch and a little bit younger, and I feel like we have the opportunity to maybe get him on a longer term contract. His contract's out at the end of the season. I would prefer to keep him if I could. Very useful as well. Look at his progress. His progress has dropped off a cliff. Obviously, he didn't play much for us last year. 16, you know, only 7 starts, fair enough. We didn't strengthen there at right wing back because it wasn't a priority. So we've got Bars in as a ball-playing defender on defend. Bakker is with us again. The Dutch centre-half, Libero, 15 passing. Really happy with that. We've got Van Anken and we've got Amorfa on the bench. Where is Amorfa? There he is. Someone who will definitely get loads of game time during the season. Probably deserves a start as well. So I just want to give Bars a go because we've spent a little bit of money on him, but no doubt Amorfa will get a decent run out this season. Captain Kuipers on the left. We need a really good season from him and get him again. 7 assists. Can we get double figures from him? Romens is one of our better players. He will be there in the middle of midfield with the Valente Willemsen, who had a really good season in the end for his 6 goals, 2 assists in the league. And then the attacking two, we've got Antonucci on advanced playmaker on attack with the player instructions, roam from position and tackle harder. And then Hove, our new signing, we're asking him to drop in and mark the DM role. And then obviously Noel, the centre forward. We've got a little bit on the bench, I think. You know, there's Adekanye, Martielli, the wing back, Burden, Tardelli's still with us. Oh, this signing. I forgot about this dude because it was on the other season. We have signed another one. Michael Urbanwine. 105k from Dortmund 2. He can do defensive midfield 3-star, central midfield 3-star, attacking midfield 3-star, and striker 3-star. 6'4", little bit of an all-rounder, but I thought for 105k, it's a brilliant squad pick to have. And then obviously we've also got our young starlet, Niek de Jong, 19 years old. He's going to be our backup register this season. We are training him as a register. Doesn't like it at the moment, but I definitely think he's got the potential to be quite good at it. So we're going to keep playing him as much as we possibly can. So he's on the bench. We've got Adekanye, Amorfa. This is one of our youngsters who has come through. We're just letting him play at the moment. He's got decent physicals-ish, bit of flair. Technicals aren't great, but just a little bit of an option in case we get a little bit of an injury. And that is not all. I've forgotten about another one. I'm having a shambles. I'm having a shocker here. And we've also got someone else on their way. Nuduka Jr. He is a Nigerian, 22 years old. Just turned 22 as well. Potential 4-star, potential 4.5-star, central defender. Reasonable on both feet, so reasonable left foot, obviously very strong right foot. Heading 14, marking 14, tackling 14, passing 11, free kick taking 14, decisions 15, positioning 14, natural fitness and a little bit of pace and acceleration as well. And he is costing us nothing. He is coming from Remo Stars in the Nigerian Professional League. For some reason, we are getting loads of Nigerians into our shortlist. There's a goalkeeper that I want. Unfortunately, because of the wage structure, we just can't afford it. And I imagine someone's going to snap him up. Mohamed Galdima, 6'4", very decent in terms of his, apart from his first touch, but punching, reflexes, free transfer as well, boys, free transfer as well. But unfortunately, we've got 2 keepers. Plogman looks like he's going to be okay. We've got Jeffrey Delange as well in our reserves, who I'm trying to get rid of. Just he's on $1,000 a week, but at the moment we just can't shift him out of the door. There is players that we've tried to get rid of. We've tried to get rid of Tardelli. We've tried to get on Rashan Fernandez. We've tried to get rid of Lindvorst as well because he's leaving on a free. Anventisen, what a name that is. He is also a player we've tried to get rid of. He doesn't want to go, and no clubs are interested, so we've been stuck with him. I think if we'd have got rid of those 3, and with obviously Tardelli and that guy, that third choice goalkeeper, we'd have been able to get in maybe a couple of extra players. So a little bit disappointing. However, I'm actually pleased. Are we stronger than last season? Yes, we lost Fontan, but I think generally the upgrades that we've made, we shouldn't miss Fontan too much. And as I said, we've got Romans Williamson, our better 2. Our attacking players, Anucci, Hove and Noel, are all better than even our better one. Our best one, should I say, in Bobby Adekanye, who is on the bench and can do a job as a shadow striker. If we change back to a wide player, can even do a job up front in a front 1 or even a front 2. Right, so that is the transfers, staff ins, staff out, players in, players out, tactical tweaks. Nothing has really changed in terms of the player instructions. You Patreons as well, this tactic is now available for you to download, so go across to the Patreon and check it out. Regens as well, if you are interested in becoming a Patreon, link down in the description, get yourself in the game. And as I said in the last episode, our hot prospect is Felix de Kock, who is going to have hopefully a really good season in the under-18s, and we're going to move him potentially straight up into the first team next season. So we're going to keep our eye and focus on him during this season. Old Felix de Kock. One thing I didn't speak about as well, media prediction 14th. The board want us to, I don't think it's fight bravely against relegation. The only rating is a B, which I'm a little bit disappointed. Struggling to keep within the wage budget. There is a new club plan to expand the stadium, which is massive because our stadium is only 10,000. Avoid relegation is the objective from the board, which I think we can do absolutely no problem. Predicted to finish 14th, was it? Yeah, 14th, 451 to 1 to win the league. Can we just get top 8? That top 8 is the aim for this season. And then on the money front itself, we did make a nice little profit. There is 5 million to come at the end of the season-ish in prize money from the Eredivisie. So as long as we're in and around minus sort of like 3 or 4 million when it gets to May time, before the end of the season, I'll be quite happy with that. Because we will have either broken even or just made a slight profit, which is always good. It sets us up for stronger transfer windows as we progress. Right, it's AZ Alkmaar. I imagine they are going to be strong this year. Either they've got a decent manager in Peter Bosz. Have they made any transfers? One in from Bochum. Daniela Suarez, he's good, but nothing to, I don't think, to be scared of. Right, Amorfa needs to be in, and De Jong needs to be in as well. Let's take out Tardelli. We'll have, obviously, Bruno van der Dungen in our, what is he, 18 now? Yeah, he's 18. We need to give him a little bit of game time throughout the season if we can. Right, they're going with a standard 4-3-3. Jordi Classy, coming to the end of his career, but was racking up some decent numbers last season. Right, and here we go, boys. Start of the season. Nervous because we've had a decent pre-season. We've lost, we conceded a few games with the 2 up front, and then we, as I said, we changed it to that advanced playmaker, shadow striker. We've played 2 non-league teams, won 4-0 and 5-1, but the possession stats were 75% and 81%, so we were knocking the ball quite well. I still don't think we've got the absolute quality to really hit massive goal-scoring numbers this season, but it's better, and all we wanted to do was try and improve. Nothing unrealistic. We don't have a rebuild budget or anything like that, so we're just going to have to chip away. We've made a bit of an error there, but Mulder saves. Can each season, just 3 or 4 players, can we improve? Can we improve? Romans from, it's FM23, free kicks at the edge of the area, normally result in goals. Right, we need to be better set pieces. We didn't score from a corner last year, and we haven't scored from this one. Ask for a little demand more. We've just started to settle in the game. They've had more possession of us, AZ Alkmaar. They've absolutely battered us. 59% of the ball compared to our 41. I am debating to make a little pressing change. Our PPDA is extremely high, which maybe is meaning where they're having a little bit too much of the ball. Got high press, trigger press a little bit, eh? Let's just watch that for a little bit. Trigger press the goalkeeper. Trigger press the goalkeeper. We don't want to type mark him. Trigger press the goalkeeper, the 2 centre-halves, and the holding midfielder. Let's see how that goes. See if we can just get up the pitch a little bit. See if we can win the ball in really good areas. So Noel, the centre-forward, is a really good presser as well. The other 2, the number 10s, are all okay at pressing. We haven't got a Tardelli kind of player in there. Okay, corner ball. We conceded 7, which was disappointing last year. I'm hoping I think we're bigger. I think in general we're bigger. Obviously the attacking players are Noel up there as well. Decent in the air. So fingers crossed we can just be better in both boxes for set pieces. And that might be the difference. That probably was the difference between us getting no European football last year. Okay, it's 0-0. Nearly an hour gone. We've not created a great deal. We're defending okay. We've limited them to basically nothing. But it's just the thing with us and this tactic a little bit. We just don't create enough opportunities. That's a really good block. And they're just pushing as well. They've made a really good start to this second half of AZ Alkmaar. Carlson, this would be a really good point if we can survive. Just going to put it onto cautious. Offside. I'm just going to put it onto cautious for a little bit. See if we just get a hold of the ball. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Reese. Classy. Carlson. Dictating a little bit is their number 10. Sorry, their number 6. Wits in, just over. That was a weird attempt on goal. Looked like the keeper had saved it. We've had only 2 shots on goal, boys. That ain't enough, is it? It's not enough. Right, I'm going to have a little change. We need to change it to something. So let's go, even though Noel's on a 6.4, we will keep him on. And then what we're going to do is, let's get Adi Kanye on. How are the rest doing? Okay. So let's get the big man on. Let's get the big man on, eh? Just play him as an attacking mid. On support. Boom. I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to get him. Play instructions. Let's get him to man mark Jordi Classy. Let's put it back up to positive. Right. Is this a highlight for us? Romans. Adi Kanye dropping deep. Backer. Noel. He could be in. He's not in. Bazoa takes over really well. Play that. I would love to get Bazoa as one of my favourite FM players over the last few years. Centre half he's playing as well in this, so it'll be really good, like a proper ball playing defender. Here he is, Bazoa. Can we win it? No. He's nicked it off him. He's gone down a tight angle, and that was never going to be a goal, was it? But we've won something. We've had an effort on goal with an XG of 0.17. Right, highlight. Classy. Bazoa. Come on, we're late. 10 minutes to go, boys. Come on. Got it down. Backer. We're playing. Oh, that's a lovely ball out to Dej. That's a lovely switch from Van Anken. Keep moving it. Good. Good. We do work it really well at times. Noel's got a little bit of space in this left channel. Can he dig out a cross? He does. Deji's at the back stick. He takes it down beautifully. And the big man had an effort on goal. That was a really good move. Right, we've got a highlight. I'm just going to slow it down, boys. I just realised it was a little bit too fast. Okay, bars. Goes long. Adi Kanye is in. The substitute. Oh, that is fucking horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Right. Can we make any more changes? What have we got? Do I bring on Yang? Let's bring on Van Duggan. We might as well. The youngster. Noel's had a couple of chances. Let's move Adi Kanye across. Kuipers is struggling. Dej is struggling. Let's bring Niek on. It's going to be, hopefully, De Jong, the youngster. Got into a really good area. Kuipers. Van Anken. Akane. Williamson strikes. Saved. Okay. We've done better when we've gone to a front two. Which is frustrated. Because we did so well the other way around. But it's just a one game, isn't it? It's just one game. I really need to focus on my opposition instructions and man marking players like Classy. And since we've done that, we haven't seen him. I don't actually think he's there. He's still on the pitch. But we have done better. Van Anken. Baz needs to win that. He doesn't. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, 93. Well, that's an absolute fucking stink bomb, boys. An absolute stink bomb to start the season. 93rd minute, 94th minute. Van Anken, that's a poor header to start with. Baz is going to get blamed for that. Oh, it's a deflection. Oh, this is just... That is FM23 in a nutshell. Absolute shambles back there. All we had to do, boys, was see that out. Oh, dear me. Full time. Full time. That's painful. That's a stinger. That is a little bit of a stinger. Probably a deserved win for them in the end, but 90 plus 4. Okay. Right, that is it for today. That is a really frustrating way to finish the episode. Even though it wasn't much fun for you guys, I would have taken it 0-0 away at AZ Alkmaar, and we're starting with a defeat. Okay, things to ponder. I'm going to play 5 or 6 games and we'll come back, see how the tactic is doing. Hopefully there's been no tweaks. Hopefully the 2 number 10s can finally get going and create some I think, some chances for Noel. If we can create some better chances for him, I think he's going to take them. But we need to create more. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Smash a like on today's video. Next video will be out Sunday night. All right, guys. Take care. See you later.